We're going to try to get what we can get. Yeah, just like that. Let's see what we can get in. We only probably have a little bit of time, an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. It really depends. The wife is taking a nap. So instead of going and dinnering and doing that kind of stuff, we're going to see what we can get done. I guess I'll jump into the live stream chat just in case. I don't know if it'll actually matter. Let's go ahead and roll our daily dice before we click on things. Not the worst. 100, 100, 100. Big money. Boom! Oh! Oh! Woo! Oh man, I gotta clip that. Can I can't, I'm not allowed to clip it? I'm not allowed to clip my own stuff? Oh. That was so good. That was so good. How could we can't expect better than that. Oh my god. Whoo! Look at that. Now I think that gives us every possible mount. No, that's okay. That's not true. That's not true. I don't have every one of the collectible mounts. Oh man. Oh man, this is insane. Let's look at the white horse. I've never had this horse before. Oh, it is gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. Nice. That's real nice. All right. Get in your bag. Look at that. Look at that. Oh no, do we have... No, our bag is full. We're gonna have to yell at somebody. We're gonna have to yell at somebody. All right. And this I think needs to go in there. That we don't care about, and the rest we're good. Okay. Greetings and salutations, everyone. Like I said, the wife is taking a nap. And we're going to be on again, off again this afternoon. Hey, Tlab. Should go back in time and watch the first couple minutes of the stream. Oh, yeah. Sweetness. But we're going to try to get a couple of quests in before the wife gets up from her sleepity sleeps. Let's see what we can knock out here. Woo! Anyway, I finally decided to reply to your Discord talkie bud. And for those of you who don't know, both Talab and I are longtime fans of a game called Magic the Gathering. And it's a collectible card game where you buy your cards, you build your decks, do stuff. And I've been playing it for more than, I feel like more than 20 years. I started it at around the same time I started playing Dungeons and Dragons when I was around 14, 15, and I'm 40. That's 26 years. There's no way I've been playing it for 26 years, right? Maybe. And I have sold off or given away my collection 3 times in the past. Twice? Most of it 3 times in the past. Either sold it or given it away or whatever. The first time it was in high school. The only people I played with was my D&D group. The only people in my D&D group that... Oh, I didn't do this. The only people in my D&D group that still played was myself, Blake's girlfriend, and there were 2 brothers that were collectors, but I didn't know them very well, and they didn't really like to play with their cards. They just liked to collect them. And so it was just the 3 of us really left in our D&D group. Once Tracy moved away, once Andrew moved away, stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, we'll keep it, whatever. Do things. At the time I had a bunch of beta cards. I had a bunch of I think the most expensive card I had at the time was a Mox Ruby. I think was the most expensive card I had at the time. I think our second most expensive card I had at the time was a Fork. At the time, I don't remember if it was. I think it was revised, probably, or unlimited. Stuff like that. I had a bunch of dual lands, etc. I was probably only in, I don't know, maybe $300 or something. And Blake was moving away to Oklahoma City, taking his girlfriend, taking his roommate. And I was like, well, I'll literally have no one to play with, because I didn't realize what the game was at the time. You know, I was busy trying to focus on high school. I was trying to focus on kissing girls. I was worried about Dungeons and Dragons. You know, I was doing that kind of stuff. So I gave him my collection. A collection today that would probably be worth $10,000 easily. So I gave away my collection then, and then a few months later, Tobrell and I started becoming really good friends, and he played Magic. So almost immediately I started getting back into Magic again. Like, we didn't play it a lot. It was never the focus of our hanging out or anything like that, but we did play quite a bit. That's not the button I wanted to push. And I built up some stuff, not a lot of stuff, but some stuff. And then when my wife and I got married, I sold my collection off to some random guy. Up, up, down, down. Up, up, down, down. And then I rebuilt my collection again and sold it off a third time. I don't think I ever profited on my getting rid of cards, except for this last time. And then of course I had a big sell-off a year ago now, basically. But I'm never going to cash out completely again. I'm going to keep this stuff. I don't know how much it's going to turn into, whether it's going to turn into like 1,000 Robux or 2,000 Robux. I really don't imagine I'll have room for too much more than that. But something along the equivalent of that. Probably a modern deck. Maybe some modern staples. I'll probably end up selling most of my fetch lands, most of my shock lands, stuff like that. But like the Urza deck, I probably won't get rid of. I probably won't get rid of my Pauper deck. Anything that's got a long-term value on it, I probably won't cash out of right away. I might keep a set of the shock lands. I'll keep fetches that are fetches in colors that I really like. Like, I'll probably keep the Mardu ones in particular. If I decide to put together an updated Saheeli list, which I'm kind of considering, with Omnath, I might keep some more of the duels, but things that typically tend to go up, I'll probably keep, and then I'll keep stuff that's just like for funsies. So I cannot in good conscience recommend that anybody cash completely out of it. That being said, do what you want. Just realize that I've had to buy back in 3 times. Which is part of the reason I'm not going to go hog wild on Paper Magic for quite a while. That being said, I did just buy a box that I haven't even opened yet. I'm going to buy another box pretty soon, I think, of Akora. You worry if you don't fully sell out, you won't. Well, that's just it. You probably won't. Magic is not a game where you get out and you stay out forever. At least in my experience. I've never met anybody who played Magic, loved Magic, and then got out of Magic and has not ever come back to Magic. People might take long breaks, which is why I always recommend caution. So, like, if you put all your Magic cards away and don't touch them for 2 years, sure. You know, but I even went through the stuff behind me today. You know, not all of it, but a big chunk of it. I need to make some table space and go to town on getting things tidied up. And I found the sinkholes that I had that I'd forgotten that I actually had gotten up, down, down. So, I mean, to me, it's something that you have to be really careful of. How much you cash out, when you cash out. Like I said, I'm going to sell much more than I think 90% of my collection. Probably closer to 95% of my collection. What you see behind me is not even a third of what I have. So I'm definitely going to cash out of all that. But that being said, I'm also turning back with violence, authorities, stop the robbery. Yeah. But I would never advise anyone move completely out of it again. You never know how long you're gonna want to be out. You know. Also, Magic cards are weird about how their value adjusts. Some Magic the Gathering cards are literally the only thing on the planet that has outperformed gold. And I'm not just talking about Lotus, but like some dual lands have done really well. Some of the fetches have done really well. Goyfs have done extremely well. If you would have bought $5 Goyfs back in the day, which I have some. I have 3 original Goyfs that I will be selling off. Hopefully soon. For me personally, it's such a hard thing really to move into let's sell my cards. So selling off a big chunk of like duels and stuff was easy. But stuff from a format that I don't play a lot is a whole lot easier than, you know, places that I do play. I would also be surprised if someone, or not surprised if someone told me, hey, I'm going to transfer from paper Magic to digital Magic completely. That makes a lot of sense. I've been playing a lot more Arena lately than I kind of care to admit. I think I cleared my daily quest every day this week. Last night was a rare exception because DDO went down early and I said F the stream and played Magic and cleared my quests and watched more Wilderness videos. And there's nothing that doesn't say sell down, but you never know when you're gonna, you know, if you have like, so for example, one of the things that I have right here is I have a box of the Precons, right? I've got Tezzeret, Desert Tech, Dirty Work, some red-white thing, the Coalition, Phyrexia, Venser deck, Cost deck. Like, these are all pre-made precons. I didn't build them or assemble them or whatever. I bought them for, I don't know, $40 a piece. You know, like, they come in 2-packs. They're usually like Versus or whatever. And I also have like a bunch of the commander decks, the pre-made commander decks and stuff like that. And we have actually, like, one Christmas, I just happened to have them all in the back of my car, and we wanted something different to do to Brel and the guys, LJ, etc. And so we instead of just shooting the poo or playing Cards Against Humanity or whatever, we just played Commander or those pre-con decks. And we did that for, I don't know, an evening while we sat around, had some drinks, and shot the shite. I feel like that is not an unexpected or uncommon story. I would love to, and maybe this is one of the things that I do, is I assemble my own cube. And maybe that's what I carry around. And it doesn't even have to be the best stuff. It just has to be stuff that I like. The Samus cube. Because I prefer to draft. So it's possible that I would be better making just a weird whatever I happen to have from cards that I happen to like cube. But I'm also going to have to get some waste knots. If you have waste knots to lab, let me know. I'll buy your waste knots. Oh, my nose is so itchy. Now when you blow your nose at least, or blow your nose a whole bunch, you get the skin on your nose gets all tore up and jagged and it starts to peel and stuff. Like, that's what's going on right now. Which means I itch it, which stirs up my nose again, which makes it want to blow some more. I hate it. Yeah, I have a foil and a not foil. And I would like to... I showed you that waste knot deck, I think, on the MTG page. I think I'm going to put that together. I don't know if Travis is going to pick one up for me or whatever he's got access to on Saturday or not. I hope so. I should remind him. But I think the card shop in Manhattan, I think, has one. I think I still have like $45 or $50 worth of credit with them. I need to actually check. I actually wasn't gonna bring it up to that guy because basically their store got hit by a flood. Oh, come on. There we go. And they used to keep all of their store credit stuff on a table with Post-it notes. So I don't know if they've updated. they had like maybe updated that stuff to digital, or how much of that they were able to recover. Oh, nice! That was sick timing. I think why I'm thinking about it, I better do it. This week's freebie is a jeweler's tool kit. That's pretty good. I should fill that in real quick. Question is, which one will it stack with? I apparently have some old ones. Oh, no, not that. I apparently have some old ones that stack in the bag, but they don't stack in the inventory. So I'm like slowly trying to weed my way through them all the ones that don't stack. All right. Yeah, I'm really actually excited for this this red-white discard deck for Pioneer. My friends have delivered unto me the knowledge that I am a combo player. I did not realize this in advance. I did not realize that I was a combo player. I thought I just played whatever it was that I felt was good. So I'm trying to play something that's not as combo-y. I don't think discard counts as a combo deck, does it? Anyway, let me also do a couple things here. Well, I'm not proud of playing combos. Like I said, I always thought I played stuff that I thought was just good before. You also like combo, your second love is LD. Yeah, so one of the things that I have been thinking about a lot lately, a couple of people have started playing Legacy again around here. So I guess it's part of the reason why I started thinking about this discard deck, because I used to play discard heavily in back, what was 1.1 or 1.5, I think it was 1.5. But I actually The reason I bring it up is because I pulled out some cards today to loan to a friend of mine. It's fine in Pioneer. It's really thanks to that new is it Cleansing Fire or something like that? You blow up a land, they get to go find a basic, and then you draw a card. But it doesn't have to be their land. Whoever's land got blown up gets to go put a basic into play. So if you can use it like a ramp spell. If you target a spell that's indestructible, that land doesn't blow up, but you still go get a basic. You can blow up something like a Flagstone, a Takir, go get 2 lands. Or you can just blow up their lands, because not that many basics get played in Pioneer. I feel like I play a lot in my Pioneer list, and I play like 8. 8's a lot, but I don't feel like most decks play 8. It's more than Modern, but less than Standard by a wide margin. Plus, you also have other stuff. What? Open the door! That's why I had you click the stupid thing, so I didn't have to, so I could finish sending my text message. Brrr. Stupid. Stupid hireling. No. I was texting the shop owner for the shop in Manhattan. I sold him like a foil Kiki-Jiki and I think some foil unhinged lands for a bunch of store credit. Like I said, that was before his shop got hit by that nasty flood a few years ago, and I don't know if his record system survived through that or if he wiped it out. If he did, it's fine. I don't mind. Like I said, I think I was literally out like a foil Kiki-Jiki and a foil full art forest maybe or something at the time. So whatever. Since I don't play foils generally unless I have to, it was not the end of the world. But I know that I used that for entry fee for his tournaments for a long time. But if I can get an idea of how many I have, Tlab, I could very well steal whatever you have. If it finds out that you figure out that you have a bunch, let me know. I said currently I need up to 3. Because, like I said, I have a regular one and a foil one. And I would like them all to not be foils. I would much rather keep things in the family, as it were, than like buy online or whatever. Oh, it doesn't have to be right this minute. Just if you happen to, I don't know how well organized you are. Me finding anything is uphill battle. I am not fairly organized. My various attempts of organization over the years have basically fallen apart. In fact, I should probably go through that M15 box right there and look and see if there's one that got stuck in there somehow. Remington went through the rare binders of that era, and he didn't. That's what he pulled out. I imagine if there was more, they would be in that spot. Again, I thought they were just bulk. But they turn out they're like $10 a piece. Which is pretty good for me. But I guess the other thing I should throw out there is I really like the Pioneer format. I think it's going to be the format that I focus on going forward. I suspect within 5 years Pioneer will be gone, it won't be gone, but it'll be legacy. You know, it'll be that same level, and Pioneer will be the new modern, like the hot happening thing. Well, he's usually very quick about. I guess he has been not active for a while, so. Yeah, I had him on the stream last night talking about. He's been asking questions about how to do things, and wow, I must have backhand slapped that guy, I guess. And various things, how to build it, what to look for. The real thing is he needed to get all those swashbucklers. The swashbuckler really makes that build, in my opinion. The super high double strike, the guard breaking. I know he's got the moon buckler thing. By comparison, the moon buckler is trash. think the higher level sorry. I think the higher level I'm just gonna take this. Reward ones from House the Maybar event should be okay as well. I don't actually know off the top of my head. I don't think they're good. It's what it's called Night Rebels now, right? Hell, it might just be easier to ride this way and go look. Let's just do that. Winnie the Pooh Bear. Here, never mind. Maybe I got it. So you have Protection People, Ghostbane, Life Seal, Blue, adds Ghostly. Yeah, see, these don't have guard breaking. I don't think. Yeah, no, they don't. Guard breaking is the thing that makes the... Oh. Did I see you? Did I see you? There's Rhett. Hey! What's up? Oh, there you are, dancing around. Yeah, he said you're on your Alchemist life. Yeah, it's all about having that ability to pretty much instantly crit the Reaper to lock him down with the guard breaking. Do I care? I don't think I care. Honestly, I don't think it's going to matter. I think it's going to work out where everybody's perfectly fine in the Feywilds. I have nothing to base that on other than just a hunch. Wild speculation and nothing more. But don't think we're going to have a whole lot of, like, absolute bonkers stuff. Alright, do I want to... I'm almost 83. Do I just want to go ahead and bank some more? Let's see. We're at 14 land. 15 would give us... No, I don't think I care. I think I'm just going to take the level. I think I'll do Litany. We'll go from there. That gets 2. Whoa, we pick up a 3rd level spell? Hello. What are we going to do with the 3rd level spell? I don't even know. Oh, because they're bad. Prayer's fine. But... oh, this is morale now. That's morale. So Bless doesn't actually do anything either. Funny. Oh, I don't... Oh, Bless is from the Warlock tree, and it's free. And you are luck to weapon attack and damage. So I could get rid of Divine Favor if I wanted for Prayer, but Prayer, yeah, I don't think I care. Let's just take Magic Circle. Do you need components? You do. Does there, one of these spells not require components? Perfect. Not components. I don't want to carry around components. Alright, we have 2 points. That seems fine. Then we'll probably end up taking one more extra smite. Or we could do critical mastery. Also seems fine, but I think critical smite's really better. And then that should get us up where we can start taking big boy goodies. What level am I? I think I just took 17. Yeah, just took 17. And I don't know how long, like I said, I don't know how long we're going to be able to play today. It's really going to depend on when the wife decides to get up. Yeah, send me a tell. My plan was to do Litany. Can you do Litany? If you can't do Litany, then we'll find something else to do. We can go do Sharn. If people can't Litany. Oh, I suppose we could also... There's 15s here in the Evening Star area as well. There's lots of 15s. Get these out of my backpack. I don't see my Sharn book or my Litany sigil. Alright, yeah, why don't we just start on Sharn stuff then? That seems fine. I have to do everything, but it shouldn't be bad. $22 keys between you and Rhett. Yeah, I don't know. I've been having pretty good luck on them in general. Like I've been having fortunate runs. Do I gotta talk to you? Oh yeah, I forgot. That had spell components. Boop. So it's out of here. I don't actually think that did anything. Whatever. Fire off all the candies. Mono candies. No, I didn't actually look to see people's levels. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay. Could have stayed 16, I guess, if I'd known that Sumo was also 16. We could have stayed 16 and did litany flagging stuff. Try to get him a sigil. Oh, don't worry, you got time. Like how sometimes the movement puts you behind the enemy, sometimes it puts you in front of the enemy. Sometimes the enemy doesn't even seem to care where you're at in relation to it. Yeah, it's been okay. I mean, as like a melee goes, it's very strong. Gives you a little bit of casting stuff, so you get a little bit of spice. Get a little bit of the self-healing that way. Like, I haven't even taken extra lay on hands yet. I would like to, but I've not found the wiggle room. Also, we're level 17. I still don't have my tier 5s yet. I probably have made some incorrect choices somewhere along the lines, but I don't think so. I feel like everything is kind of playing out the way it makes the most sense for me. It's possible, though, I should have given up some of the self-healing for more offense. Or at least some of the defenses for more offense. I don't know. Like I said, I still feel like I'm moving. Oh, okay, good. Still feel like we're moving through the quest at a reasonable pace. So I don't know if we needed more offense already. Oh, that was not the button I wanted. Oh, I couldn't hear you. Oh, he's here. I mean, just keep in mind that I'm low on time. Like, I'm not going to be playing all night long tonight. I'm only going to play. It could be any time when the wife wakes up and is like, alright, let's go get some dinner. And that's when I will be done. But, I'll be happy to, like, prep the next quest or whatever. this chip-in damage cleaned up first. Come on. Alright. Is this the last? Alright. Let's see if we can't. Ah, I started focusing in, hit my boosts, and that means definitely punished. That trip is real. Trip is real. I don't imagine the answer is yes, but if it is, we'll give it to him. Alright, so I don't know if you're listening to the stream, but I am going to start the next quest, but I'll wait for you to get in. Okay. Yep, that's perfect. That is perfect. I mean, that's not 0%, it's just not quite where I needed it to be. A red, red rain. I dislike this quest. There's nothing new with the quest or the quest design other than the fact that it's such a long run between places and you're doubling back. If it was a straight line, I wouldn't have cared. Oh, let's see. Okay. Click random buttons until eventually things stop. wonder what level collectibles this drops. And if that would be a low enough risk collectible to be worth taking the time to grab. Usually the person that gets the final kill has the stronger likelihood to spawn the keys, I think. But because they're not bound, you can share them, move them around, do whatever. Sell them on the shard exchange. Yeah, trying to think who was... Somebody was telling me that they believed the best way to go to farm stuff was to have a full party of like hirelings or pikers or whatever. Pikers would probably make sense, like if you had the 5 other accounts or whatever. But I could not see... I mean, I tried using the hirelings and I actually felt like I had lost keys per run. But again, I had a bunch of really good runs in a row, I guess. Like 6s and 7s runs. So it is also really possible that I just ran really hot for a handful of runs. And my average at the time was higher. But I did a run the other day, and I had 6, and I went to enough to run all the quests but Eternity. So that's, I don't know how many, and I have 7. So it is weird. Yeah, but oh, Flu's back. They whoever was telling me that talked about the idea that the drop rate adjusted based on how many people were in your party. And I don't know how true it is. It could be nonsense. Who knows? A gargoyle on a ledge. Basically, what I would suggest is do whatever Voodoo says to do. That man lives, breathes, sleeps those events. Whatever advice he has, take it. When it comes to the Maybar stuff. Maybar stuff in particular. He has probably the most experience of anybody I know with those with the Night Rebels. I hate the click all the dialogues 47,000 times thing. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. Trapper guy? No, it's not Trapper guy. Where's the Trapper guy? Like here somewhere, probably. That pile of dead bodies, I guess. Oh, Fragmente and a stun guy. Can't just leave. Can't just leave trash laying around. You gotta pick it up. Take it to the trash. It's like a rule. Oh boy. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Spam Control F1 until you're tired of looking at the dialogue screen. That's my plan. Also, I don't know how many of you are Stargate fans, specifically Stargate Universe, but I did pick up the Stargate Universe like little 6-comic run. If you are interested in what they had planned for the 3rd season, let me know. It was not what I had hoped. You realize there's a green girl behind that wall, right? You just interrupted me. Life between me and the green girl. Life is a simple pleasure for me, my friend. Green girls. Miss you. Alright. I thought one of these things was a collectible for me, but it doesn't look like it. I haven't played this game since 2001. Which is the best server to play on these days? So, I'll fully admit to being a little bit biased. But I would say Sarlona Hype, boy. But it really depends on what you're trying to do, what it is you're looking for out of the server. If you're looking for people that do really high level raids on the most difficult settings, stuff like that, you might look more towards Kyber. If you're looking for like streamers and other people who kind of focus towards that kind of stuff and player retention and goodwill and stuff like that, I would say Sarlona's got that. That has like that more friendly community to it. If you're into the role playing, I guess the Lannis still has that title of the role play server. But honestly, the hardcore server is probably where you're gonna spend if you're into that kind of thing. It's where you're gonna spend a lot of your early early time back. Although currently the hardcore server is off, so maybe not. Oh my goodness. Can't seem to pass a saving throw to save my paladin life here. I don't think I can walk out the door here. Oh, I can. Nice. Nice. Alright, let's best played plans. See if we can knock it out before the boss gets up here. I honestly have no idea how long she's going to nap tonight. She's got the debate that she wants to watch. She also has her one TV show that she wants to watch and something else, so we'll just have to see. Since the game has changed so much, I'd probably play new characters, so I need a server for lower levels. Yeah, I wish I could kind of help you more on that. Again, the hardcore server is really good for kind of getting to meet people and doing stuff, but it's currently not active. But again, I feel like in general, Sirlona is a very good server for working with new players and, you know, like helping people out. It has a lot to do with, I think, that again, the high number of streamers on Sirlona. I feel like it's one of the highest population of streamers, and you don't stream if you're not, in general, if you're not interested in helping new people and getting people started. You know what I mean? So you could also just roll up some low-level alts on each server, get the hang of it, try to check out what's going on. That would, unless you already have done it, that would get you quite a bit of DDO points for the various upcoming sales. I'm assuming they're going to have a big Black Friday sale, like they always do, a series of Black Friday sales. I can't grab anything today. Used to play on Galanda. Galanda's still a fine server from what I hear. I don't know a lot of... Steiner Davian used to play on Sirlona a lot. And Rowan Hill, I think. But I don't even know if their static groups are running anymore. And I think Steiner has kind of returned to his Sirlona character. Found it. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, no, I found it. You think you got like 5.5k points? I mean, that's pretty reasonable. So yeah, you may not need to worry about running around for sounds good. Let's see, we have an O. Oh, 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 oh. Alright, that one's done. That one's diamond. Red diamond. X. I know. I would try Sarlona first, and then you can go from there. I will admit to being biased, because that, again, is my server. But, it's where I find home to be. Oh, man, that sucks. Alright, if we're going to ransack, I'll smash up here. Okay. What's my higher? Let's get a heal before I go crazy. So this is the part of the quest that I dislike. Clerics are very strong, but every class has got a lot of desirability, in my opinion. However, oh, I forgot to pull the lever. However, your rolls are limited as you get a little bit higher level. So the game is kind of broken into a couple of groups, like people doing TRs, people doing or true reincarnation, in case that terminology is weird. TRs, people doing like raiding, and people doing high level Reaper content. And the high level Reaper content kind of is incentivized to fill roles very carefully. It's a lot more like your old school pen and paper. Am I going to get in here in time? Not even close. It's a lot more like your old school DDO, where the game is actively trying to get you. You'll do less damage, you'll take additional damage, you'll have less healing from self-healing. Stuff like that, but it really incentivizes your party makeup and teamwork. Again, for the most part. So like, 6 of one, half a dozen of another when it comes to stuff like that now. But the great thing about the cleric is that it's in a really good spot for customization. You can kind of just build whatever you want. They added domains not too long ago, a couple updates back, and the domains really add a lot of punch for the clerics, as well as the deities. There's been a lot more deities added than there was before. Paladins are in a really good spot, in my opinion. I'm doing a Paladin Warlock mix right now. No, die. Nope, I didn't get it stopped in time. Dang, I don't think we're gonna get this extra. We have to save one more of these containers out of this room. Which basically means I have to get between the containers and the monster is going to break the containers. Because I don't have a trip that's reliable. Of course I picked the Infernal Pack one to try to get between. Oh, nice. Having two people, I guess, makes the difference, because I could not have got through there by myself. Well, the nice thing about the game now is that depending on the difficulty you're interested in playing in and what your goals are, most of the classes can kind of fill many roles. So like I said, there's no reason that you couldn't be like a melee cleric and kind of be like a healing or even a spell casting based melee. Like you can really kind of glue stuff in together. So for example, you can get wisdom to hit and damage if you want to with enhancement lines now. So you can have a maxed wisdom and also have that as your to hit and damage. Oh, God. I feel like I'm going to use all my lay on hands here. In fact, I just did. I lost the rest of my lay on hands. Alright, cleric, get down here. The Wizard Rogues, I think, are in a really good spot. I have some videos over on my YouTube channel that maybe are interested in, that would interest you in the guide build section. There's also a playthrough for all the quests in the other playlist. But, there's two big DDO playlists over there. And one is all about, like, running through the quests, and the other one is builds and stuff like that. So there's some build stuff, like how I've been doing stuff on the hardcore server, getting my hardcore favor rewards, stuff like that. Those videos should all get renamed for the various seasons. Must be a guy down here somewhere. There he is. There's that Forge Wraith. But again, I will also tell you that I'm a big fan of having the ability to solo. And that does change things. Alright, unfortunately, I hear the boss rolling around, which means it's probably time to go get something to... Oh, no thank you. Probably means it's time to go get dinner pretty soon. So, I probably... I hate to wrap things up when the stream is just in the process of building. So let me text the wife and see what she says really quickly. Close this one. Yeah, so pretty much everything has a reasonable amount of self-healing now. Wizards have good self-healing. Sorks, depending on your build, can heal okay. Obviously, clerics can do it. Alchemists are in. Alchemists can do it pretty well. Barbarians have a really interesting self-heal mechanic based off of when they hit monsters or kill monsters. They've like really done a good job of giving everybody a little bit of sustain, I think. For the most part. But yeah, there's all sorts of build guides over on my YouTube channel here. As well as like when I do one of these TR builds, I try to do in the guide section. As well as when I do the when I do one of these TRs, if I think the build is interesting, I'll do like a little review. So like, here's the Inquisitive Wizard that I use for all of my soloing, my videos, for the quest missions basically. Stick Monk, so on and so forth. Fey Buckler. This thing is what I'm kind of pimping right now. This Fey Buckler. I really like it right now. It's a warlock cleric fighter build, kind of designed to be like a mini tank. These two videos kind of go together. The bombarder build, the fire cleric build, etc. There's a bunch of stuff over here. I've got some more that I need to upload sooner than later, so. Wait, are we... Okay. Let's do one more. The wife hasn't responded yet, so She may just be rolling around trying to get more comfortable. So let's do, as they say, one more. What mace is that? That thing is sweet. Alright. But I suppose I could pull up the LFM list while we were waiting and just see what, if I remember how to, here we go. See what people are looking for. See, everything's looking. There's not a ton of LFMs on Sarlona. That's one of the problems with Sarlona. Some of the other servers are much more LFM oriented. I'm going to try to do one more. Suma. I said the wife hasn't responded. You would say some servers have less than Sarlona? Wow. I would definitely say there's some with more. I would not have thought there was any with less. But I don't server hop as much as others do. Alright. Sorry. Trying to, like, balance a bunch of text messages and stuff going on right here. So, this will be the last quest for me, unfortunately. The wife is not feeling well, so I'll probably have to figure out the dinner situation here pretty quickly. And, people are trying to figure out... a bunch of us are getting together this weekend in person to, like, celebrate birthdays and holidays and stuff like that. So we're trying to figure out if we're doing anything together or not. So the group text messaging has decided to go insane instead of just put a Facebook message up. Titus, welcome. Yeah, unfortunately, the wife and I had plans to get some dinner, which is why the stream is titled Nap Time, right? She was laying down to take a nap when I had time. Normally, I'd be starting around 7 and going until about 2 in the morning is when I do my evening stream. But also because of the debates, I'm going to be taking this evening to watch the debates, and I'll be on after the debates. Yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun. It's always good to catch up with the guys. Like, they are literally some of my favorite people on the planet. And having the opportunity to hang out with them and do stuff is pretty awesome. Come get you in a second. Thought we could split since you were doing so well in the first part. Which might be the most populated server? Typically, whatever is the default server is the most popular server. You died right beside me. I ran away. I apologize. I was watching the mini map. I didn't see your health total fall or anything. So from my perspective, you were fine. You turned around and ran that way, and I turned around and ran the other way, and I didn't pay any attention. On my screen, you weren't on timer. At the moment, Thelanis is the default. I don't think it is. I could be wrong, though. I felt like it was Cannith for a long time, and then they changed it to Orion. But I don't know. But all the servers are within a couple of points of each other. Like, nothing is like 25% of the population or anything like that. Everything's pretty evenly split. There's one that's, you're talking about, most of them are around 20% apiece, because I think that there's 5 servers. Some of them might be 22%, and some of them might be like 17 or something. But it's going to be within a few percentage points there. Orion ended in March and then came Thelanis. Well, then, there you go. Thelanis would be the place to probably be. Trying so hard to catch this guy's aggro, and he will not be in Intimidate Presence range. There we go. I assume it's going to be over here to start with. Come on, let's go. Spread chaos. Alright. Yeah, back in the kitchen and up in the top room. Yeah, this was just like a little bonus stream. We got a little extra time in to do stuff. With the exception of very rarely, I don't play DDO unless I'm streaming it. Every once in a while there'll be something where I'll kind of fiddle around a little bit. Like I'll want to just do like a mindless Explorer Zone and watch a movie or some videos or something like that, but for the most part, if I have this game turned on and playing it, I'm at the computer streaming it for you guys. So the hallway and along the way are perfect. Yeah, sometimes things are a little crazy. This is a good time to kind of get in, though, The Maybar event gives you a good opportunity to pick up some worthwhile and yet easy to acquire gear. Obviously, Festival is right around the corner. Same thing. So, like, you've caught a reasonable window for coming back. Not the best window this year, but a fair window. Ah, my Medusa, always making me hard. I mean, stone. Stone. Kill that guy before I got there. That's a mean. But again, different servers, their auction prices are different. It's like insane. No. Also, a lot of the really best gear comes from Sharn expansion and the Ravenloft expansion. And I'm assuming that the new Feywilds expansion will be really good at level 5. So you'll have basically in the last 3 years we've had 3 expansions. The new one's going to be at level 5. The first one that we had in the last 3 years will be at level 10, and then this one's at level 15. So these quests are going to be really good at gearing out new characters as well, because you're going to probably be playing at those, or for those tiers anyhow. So it's again, it's going to be a little bit weird here. Alright, so I think I'm still on the extra smites, and then I know I want Holy Retribution, melee attack. Creates a powerful Holy Cleave against nearby targets that do 5 weapon damage, 100 extra holy damage that scales with 200% melee range power, -6 to all ability scores for 10 seconds, and recharges one smite evil to you. On damage, evil creatures may be forced to make a will save, DC 10 plus paladin level plus charisma modifier plus sunder bonuses, or be destroyed. Evil creatures under 100 hit points must always make this save or die. Between 5,000 and 1,000 have a 50% chance, and over 50,000 or over 5,000 is a 33% chance. Yeah, Holy Retribution carries between level 12 and 20. That is true. I should have probably got it earlier, but again, the way I built my character, don't ignore these points over here, but over here these are very good. Do I know if, I assume you mean Crystal Cove is coming back soon? The last time was only a few days. I hear it will be back before the end of the year. I don't know how soon. If it's going to be really, really quick. If it's going to be mildly quick. I don't know. I bet you it's going to be pretty close to right after Maybar. Or, sorry, Night Revels now. Just keep teleporting me to the boat. How many more boat teleports do we have locked up here? Yeah, Knight of the Chalice is just really, really strong in general. All these are good. I think all the tier 5 is really solid for paladins in general right now. All right, everybody. Well, my phone is hopping. I don't know how much of that you can hear. So I better go see exactly what's going on. Like I said, you don't want to keep the missus hungry. That's a good way to wake up sideways. I guess you want to wake up sideways. It's a good way to wake up not as tall as when you went to bed laying down. How's that sound? So I'm going to bounce. I will be back later tonight, probably around 10:30, somewhere in that ballpark, after the debates and after the coverage that I want to, the post-debate coverage that I feel like watching. And then I'll be back for tonight's official stream. We'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. You want to talk about the baits? We'll talk about the baits. You guys want to talk about everything except for the baits? We'll talk about everything except for the baits. Just let me know. And meanwhile, we're going to bounce out. Said back in, see, it's almost 6, so back in about 4 hours, give or take, depending on when things wrap up. And hope to see you guys then. Peace, much love, and we'll see you guys in just a few hours. Toodles.